Welcome to our show, where we embark on fascinating journeys through the annals of history. Today, we find ourselves in the midst of a captivating civilization, one that has left an indelible mark on the world: the Aztecs. This enigmatic people, with their sophisticated system of writing, architecture, and governance, continues to intrigue us to this day. As we delve into their story, let us begin at the beginning, with the earliest history of the Aztecs. It was in the year 1325 that the Mexica people, as they were then known, founded the city of Tenochtitlan, which would eventually become the capital of the Aztec Empire. This remarkable metropolis, situated on an island in Lake Texcoco, was a marvel of engineering, with its intricate network of canals, aqueducts, and pyramids. As we walk through the streets of this ancient city, we are surrounded by the vibrant sounds of merchants hawking their wares, the scent of copal incense wafting through the air, and the majestic pyramids of the Templo Mayor rising above the city. The Aztecs were a people driven by a fierce ambition to expand their dominion over the surrounding regions. Through a series of conquests, they incorporated neighboring tribes such as the Tlaxcalans, the Huexotzincas, and the Cholulans into their empire. One notable figure from this period is the Aztec leader, Itzcoatl, who played a crucial role in shaping the early history of the Aztecs. His military campaigns and strategic alliances laid the foundation for the vast empire that would eventually stretch from the Pacific to the Gulf of Mexico. As we explore the complex web of alliances and rivalries that existed between the various city-states and tribes of Mesoamerica, we find ourselves in a world of intrigue and politics. The Aztecs were masters of diplomacy, often using strategic marriages, trade agreements, and military campaigns to further their interests. For example, the Aztecs formed an alliance with the Tepanecs, a neighboring tribe, which helped them to expand their territory and secure valuable trade routes. The early history of the Aztecs is also marked by the development of their unique system of writing, which consisted of hieroglyphics and phonetic symbols. This sophisticated system allowed them to record their history, mythology, and scientific knowledge with remarkable accuracy. We can still see examples of this writing system today in the intricate codices that have survived to the present day. As we conclude our exploration of the earliest history of the Aztecs, we find ourselves on the threshold of a new era, one that would be marked by great achievements and challenges. The stage is set for the rise of a powerful and complex society, one that would leave an enduring legacy in the world. Welcome back to our show, where we continue to explore the fascinating civilization of the Aztecs. This was an age of unparalleled growth and prosperity for the Aztecs, during which their empire expanded to encompass a vast territory stretching from the Pacific to the Gulf of Mexico. At the heart of this empire lay the magnificent city of Tenochtitlan, a marvel of engineering and architecture that was home to over 200,000 people. The city's intricate network of canals, aqueducts, and pyramids was a testament to the ingenuity and skill of the Aztec people. One of the most notable figures of this era was the Aztec leader Moctezuma IV, who ruled from 1440 to 1469 and oversaw a period of significant expansion and consolidation of the empire. Under his leadership, the Aztecs conquered many neighboring tribes, incorporating them into their empire and establishing a complex system of tribute and taxation. The Aztecs were also renowned for their sophisticated system of trade, which allowed them to acquire valuable goods such as cacao, feathers, and obsidian from all over Mesoamerica. Their merchants traveled extensively throughout the region, exchanging goods and ideas with other cultures, and helping to spread Aztec influence far and wide. As we explore this vibrant and dynamic society, we find ourselves surrounded by the sights and sounds of a thriving culture. We see the colorful marketplaces, where merchants hawk their wares and artisans display their finest crafts. We hear the sound of drums and flutes as musicians perform in the city's many plazas and temples, and we smell the aroma of copal incense wafting through the air as priests perform elaborate rituals to honor the gods. The Aztecs were also deeply committed to the pursuit of knowledge and wisdom. Their calendar system, which consisted of 2 interlocking cycles, the 260-day Tzolk'in and the 365-day Ha'ab, was a masterpiece of astronomical observation and mathematical calculation, and their medical practitioners were renowned for their skill and expertise, using a combination of herbal remedies, surgery, and spiritual rituals to heal the sick and injured. As the Aztec Empire reached its zenith, it was marked by a series of grand architectural projects, including the construction of the magnificent Templo Mayor, which stood at the very heart of Tenochtitlan. This towering pyramid, dedicated to the gods Huitzilopochtli and Tlaloc, was a symbol of Aztec power and prestige, and its construction required the labor of thousands of skilled workers. As we reflect on this remarkable era in Aztec history, we are reminded of the words of the Spanish conquistador Hernán Cortés, who wrote, "The city of Tenochtitlan is so big and so crowded that it seems like a miracle that such a large population can be sustained." Indeed, the Aztecs had created a truly remarkable civilization, one that would leave an enduring legacy in the world. And yet, as we look out upon this vibrant and thriving society, we cannot help but wonder what the future holds. The Aztec Empire, like all great civilizations, is not immune to the forces of change and decline. Welcome back to our show, where we continue to explore the fascinating civilization of the Aztecs. The arrival of the Spanish conquistadors, led by Hernán Cortés, in 1519, marked the beginning of the end for the Aztecs. The Spanish brought with them diseases such as smallpox, which decimated the Aztec population, as well as advanced military technology and tactics that the Aztecs were unable to counter. Despite their bravery, the Aztecs were ultimately no match for the Spanish, and in 1521, Tenochtitlan fell to the conquistadors. The aftermath of the conquest was devastating for the Aztecs. Many of their cities were destroyed, their temples were razed, and their people were forced to convert to Christianity. The Spanish also imposed their own system of government, economy, and culture on the Aztecs, which led to a significant loss of traditional knowledge and practices. One of the most notable examples of the impact of the conquest on the Aztecs is the destruction of their sacred books, known as codices. These books contained a vast amount of knowledge about Aztec history, mythology, and culture, but were seen as pagan by the Spanish and were therefore destroyed. This loss of cultural heritage has had a lasting impact on our understanding of Aztec civilization. As we reflect on the decline and aftermath of the Aztec Empire, we are reminded of the words of the Spanish conquistador Bernal Díaz del Castillo, who wrote, "The city of Tenochtitlan was so beautiful and well-ordered that it seemed like a dream." Indeed, the Aztecs had created a truly remarkable civilization, one that would leave an enduring legacy in the world. Despite the challenges they faced, the Aztecs were able to maintain many of their traditional practices and customs, even under Spanish rule. For example, the Aztecs continued to practice their traditional medicine, which was based on a deep understanding of the natural world and the use of herbal remedies. They also maintained their traditional system of astronomy, which allowed them to track the movements of the stars and planets with great accuracy. As we look back on the history of the Aztecs, it is clear that their legacy continues to be felt today. Their contributions to fields such as medicine, astronomy, and mathematics are still studied and admired by scholars around the world. And their cultural practices, such as their traditional music and dance, continue to inspire and enrich our lives. In conclusion, the decline and aftermath of the Aztec Empire was a complex and multifaceted process, marked by both tragedy and resilience. As we reflect on this remarkable civilization, we are reminded of the importance of preserving cultural heritage and respecting the traditions and practices of indigenous peoples. Join me next as we explore other fascinating civilizations and cultures from around the world. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.